Hello loyal royals and welcome back to my channel. So today you are going to see me transform these nails, honey. These nails were a mess. Now I do fill-ins on customers who are not mine, but I will not soak off a set that is not mine just because I don't know what product they used, stuff like that. So first I'm going to start with, I've already taken off her gel polish. I've already taken off the lifted areas and got rid of the nails that were off or broken as well. So here I'm just going in, I'm going to etch the surface of the nail and I'm going to prep the best that I can before I apply this acrylic and make everything smooth and even so that when I apply the acrylic everything will blend nicely. But honey, when I say these nails were a hot mess, there was chipping and cracking. Two nails had broke off. A lot of the nails had lifting that was almost all the way to the center of the nail. I had to do a lot of preparation. Normally, if they are that bad, I would just have the customer soak them off, but we were low on time and she really needed them done, so I just went ahead and did them. But yes, let's watch this transformation. Right here, I'm just going and applying my tips to the nails that needed new tips to them. Her nail beds were kind of wide, so I'm making sure that I'm applying the tip perfectly. If it's too small, I'm going to go a size up and just file the corners a little bit. With KDS nail glue, it's very runny, so you only need a little bit of glue. Just adjusting the camera right here. But I'm gonna put a little bit of glue right here. The nail wasn't completely lifting off. There was just like a small little space that was coming loose, but the nail was bothering her. So it would have been easier just for me to just kind of quickly glue that and use the glue as a bonder than to sit there and try to keep etching that little spot off. It's kind of hard to explain, but I don't do it very often. But for nails where there might be like a let's say she bumped her nail or something, or she could have hit it or something, for nails like that when they're sore, I'm gonna just kind of use the glue as a bonder, just because sometimes taking off the nail can be painful. If I would have saw any like discoloration or any green or yellow or anything like that, then of course I would have took it off, but it was fine. But yeah, it always works. I never have any issues with that. But if the nail is like severely damaged or broken or bleeding or anything like that, you always want to be sanitary and immediately remove the nail and make sure you apply a new nail or leave it off if it's, that bad. After I've did all of my filing and shaping, I'm going to remove the dust and spray these nails down with a sanitizer, and alcohol, something that's going to cleanse these nails and make sure the nail plate is clean and also dehydrated and dust free before I apply this acrylic. After that, I'm going to apply my acrylic. I'm going to go in with 2 coats of primer. This is the second coat of primer that you guys are seeing, and then I'm going to go in and apply my acrylic. You always want to apply your acrylic when the primer is wet. Why? Because it allows the acrylic to attach to the nail plate better. Sometimes when the nail plate is too dry, it can affect the application or how long the acrylic will stick. So I always go in with my first coat of primer as like a dehydrator to get rid of any oils, and then I'm going to go in with my second coat of primer right before I apply the acrylic. Her nails are kind of short, so I really didn't need much. I did, I think, 2 beads just so that I can make sure I was covering all of the spots, the nicks and crannies, and just making sure that that nail was completely covered. Checking sidewall to sidewall to make sure that there's no humps or lumps or anything like that that I would have missed. When you apply acrylic, be confident. You don't have to be super fast, but you don't want to be super slow either. Applying acrylic is really easy. Once you get it, you got it. And yeah. After I have applied my acrylic to all 10 nails, I'm going to go back in and refresh the shaping with my hand file. You want to make sure that you are doing even filing on both sides, as well as checking the top of the nail and underneath the nail for any acrylic that could have been hanging on. I take the top of the file I take the file to the top of the nail just so that I can make sure everything is blended and I don't have to do so much filing with the e-file. Now here is a quick trick that I do. I will flip the nails completely straight and upward as how the customer would look at their hand, and I'll file the tops of the nails to make sure that the top is completely straight, because sometimes the way that I look at them will be different from how they look at them. Next, I'm going in with my e-file and I'm going to smooth and completely clean that cuticle area from any acrylic and any dead skin or cuticle that I have missed. And I'm also going to make sure that the top of the nail is smooth and check underneath the nail to make sure that there's no acrylic that was left behind under the nail. You want to be very careful. There are different kinds of bits. This bit was a coarse bit that I used to debulk and to kind of etch the nail and smooth at the same time. You want to be sure that you're being very careful because these can be very sharp. When I first get a new bit, I actually file it on a low setting against a hand file for about 60 seconds, just so that I can make sure that the bit is not too sharp so that I don't cut my customer. But you always want to be sure when you're going around that cuticle area to take your time and to focus. Make sure that your customer is relaxed so that they don't move and you're not uncomfortable and they're not uncomfortable. But yes, take your time and just check everything. When you're doing nails, you should be looking for everything. You should be precise and neat and confident with your work. Don't skip things. Don't look past things. If you see something that you don't like, fix it, because you know your customer will not like it. After I'm done all that, I'm just going to go in with my buffer and quickly buff the nails. They don't have to be completely smooth because we did apply gel polish. Remember, gel polish sticks better when the nail is not completely smooth, more rough. So I'm just going in to make sure that there is nothing hanging under the nail and make sure I got any extra nail tip or anything like that. After I've removed all the dust, I'm going in with my favorite brand, D&D, and I'm going to apply my first coat of gel polish. She chose just a basic black. This is Black Licorice by D&D. The first layer I always try to do kind of thin, just because you want to make sure each layer is getting cured evenly. And then after I've applied my first layer, it's going in the light for 60 seconds. I'm now going in with my second layer. Still kind of thin, a little bit more thicker, just to make sure I'm getting the full coverage of the color that is, supposed to be the color of the nail. And then that is going back in for 60 seconds. After that, I'm going to apply my top coat. After I have applied my top coat, I'm going to go in with my alcohol and just cleanse the nail. Gel polish dries sticky unless it is a non-wipe or non-cleanse. This is just a regular top coat, so I have to make sure that I cleanse the nails after, or your customer will be able to feel the sticky residue. Now I'm going in with a little bit of bling just to add some pizzazz and flavor to these nails. This was a big transformation and she loved them. Everything turned out perfect, and the bling just added that extra touch so that these nails can be flawless. I'm going in with my rhinestones and I'm applying them to the nail. Not in a particular way, she just said to freestyle, and I went with that. I'm using my wax pencil to pick up the rhinestones, I'm using my glue, and then afterwards I'm gonna go in with my gel to secure the rhinestones in place. Alright guys, I really hope you liked this video. All of my new loyal royals, thank you so much for subscribing and joining the family. I appreciate you. I do not get every single comment notification, and sometimes I don't get the subscriber notification right away. So I just want to say thank you personally for everybody who has subscribed, liked my videos, or left a comment. I really appreciate it. Please share my work. Of course, please read the description box and follow me on all of my social medias. I would like to get closer with you guys, know what you want to see, know what you like, any questions that you may have. So please reach out and let me know what you think. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to hit the post notification bell. And thank you so very much for watching my work and watching my growth. I will see you next time. Oh, and don't forget, glitter makes everything better, so keep shining. See you next time, guys. Thanks again.